the unseen frame, when the camera captures more. There was an unspoken rule among the photographers of the town: never go shooting alone in the abandoned Wicker estate. The sprawling property, with its derelict manor and overgrown gardens, had a history that could curdle fresh milk. Stories of its hauntings were as old as the ivy that strangled its walls. But rules, especially unspoken ones, were often broken. And so it was with Jacob Emery, a young photographer with a passion for the macabre and a skepticism for the supernatural. Jacob saw the Wicker estate as a portfolio piece, a stepping stone to get his name into the galleries and magazines. The fact that it was reputedly haunted only meant that he'd be the only one brazen enough to capture its true decay. So, with his camera in hand and the sun dipping below the horizon, he crossed the threshold of the wrought iron gates. The house was a photographer's dream, with every broken beam and peeling strip of wallpaper telling a story. Jacob clicked and captured, moving with ease through the silence that was only broken by the occasional creak and whisper of the old structure settling. It was in the ballroom, where tattered curtains blew in the breeze of broken windows, that he set up for the perfect shot. The light was eerie, casting shadows that seemed almost liquid in their movement. As he clicked away, Jacob felt a chill that wasn't from the wind. A quick glance at his surroundings reassured him that he was indeed alone, and he chided himself for letting the ghost stories get to him. It was when he lowered his camera that he noticed the anomaly: a small, dim figure in the background of the LCD display. He looked up sharply, the hairs on his neck standing at attention. Nothing. The room was empty. Curiosity piqued. Jacob approached the spot where the figure had been, his camera now hanging from his neck. A small, cold spot sent shivers down his spine, but he found nothing of note. He snapped a few more pictures before deciding the odd occurrence was enough excitement for one evening. Back at his apartment, Jacob uploaded the photos to his computer. That's when the hairs on his neck returned to their upright position. In every photo of the ballroom, the figure was there, always in a different position, as if moving, dancing a slow, mournful waltz. In some, it was merely a blur. In others, alarmingly distinct. A woman in a gown, her face never quite clear, her body language one of sorrow. He zoomed in, analyzed, but found no logical explanation. It wasn't double exposure or a trick of the light. She was there. His skepticism waned as unease crept in. Determined to prove his mind was playing tricks on him, Jacob returned the following night. The estate felt different, oppressive, as if charged with an electric current. He avoided the ballroom, shooting other parts of the manor, each room more decrepit than the last. The camera started to feel heavy, the shutter clicking of its own accord. Each flash illuminated more than just the rooms. It captured fleeting glimpses of the past. Shadowy figures seated at the dust-covered dining table. A child's ball bouncing down the stairs. A candlelit figure in the mirror. Jacob was transfixed, unable to move, watching as his camera's flash revealed the unseen. He saw it all through his lens, the history of the house, the spirits bound to its rotting core. And then he heard it. The soft echo of music, a piano playing from the ballroom. The camera turned on its own, guided by an invisible hand. It pointed toward the ballroom and clicked. The music swelled. And as Jacob looked on the digital display, he saw not just the woman, but the entire room alive once more. The ball was in full swing, the spectral figures dancing, laughing, oblivious to the decay around them. Jacob realized the camera wasn't capturing images. It was capturing spirits. He was a spectator to a moment frozen in time, a night of joy that had turned to tragedy. Local lore told of a fire, a ballroom engulfed in flames, guests trapped inside, their last moments an eternal dance. The music stopped abruptly, and the images on the camera flickered out. Silence crashed down like a wave. He raised his eyes from the camera to find the ballroom empty once more, but he could still smell the faintest hint of smoke. Jacob left the house, his camera filled with otherworldly photographs. The digital display now showed nothing but the dilapidation of the deserted estate, but he knew the truth. The camera had lied to him about being empty, but the images it held told a story more genuine than reality itself. The tale of Jacob's spectral captures spread like wildfire. His portfolio was a hit, equal parts art and horror. But Jacob never returned to the Wicker estate. The camera captured more than images. It captured souls, and some frames were never meant to be filled.